according to GeekWire.com. With grudging assistance from 3 pigs, Neuralink co-founder Elon Musk showed off the state-of-the-art Neuron reading brain implant and announced that the system has received the Food and Drug Administration preliminary blessing as an experimental medical device. During August 28th demonstration at Neuralink's headquarters in Fremont, California, it took a few minutes for wranglers to get the swine into their proper positions for what Musk called his 3 little pigs demonstration. One of the pigs was in her natural state and roamed unremarkably around her straw-covered pen. Musk said the second pig had been given a brain implant that was later removed, showing that the operation could be reversed safely. After some difficulty, a third pig was brought into her pen. As she's snouting around in the straw, a sequence of jazzy electronic beeps played through the sound system. Musk said the tones were sounded whenever nerves in the pig's snout triggered electrical impulses that was picked up by her brain implant. The beeps you're hearing are real-time signals from the Neuralink in Gertrude's head.
To neurons that are in her snout. So whenever she snuffles around and touches something with her snout, that sends out neural spikes, which are detected.
Eventually, Neuralink's team plans to place the implants in people, initially to see if those who have become paralyzed due to spinal cord injuries can regain motor functions through thought alone. Musk said the implant received a breakthrough device designation from the FDA last month. That doesn't yet clear the way for human clinical trials, but it does put Neuralink on the fast track for consultation with the FDA experts during preparations for such trials. Neuralink has received more than $150 million in funding, with roughly 2/3 of that support coming from Musk himself. Today, he said the venture had about 100 employees. He expects that number to grow. Over time, there might be 10,000 or more people at Neuralink, he said. Musk said the purpose of today's demonstration was to recruit more job applicants. Brain-computer interfaces have been the stuff of science fiction for decades, and in a sense, they already exist in the form of neuron reading electrode grids. But Musk and his Neuralink team are aiming to create easily implantable, wireless devices that theoretically could be used to give full sight to the blind and make it possible for people to communicate through thoughts directly. Over the longer term, Musk said the system could help people store and replay their memories, upload their minds, and download them back into robotic bodies, or merge their consciousness with AI agents. This is obviously sounding increasingly like a Black Mirror episode, he said. But, well, I guess they're pretty good at predicting. The future is going to be weird. Neuralink researchers aren't the only ones working on next-generation interfaces. This week, a venture called Synchron announced that its implantable brain-computer interface has also received the FDA's breakthrough device designation. Synchron's Dentro device stimulates the nervous system from the interior of a blood vessel without the need for open brain surgery. It's already been implanted in patients with upper limb paralysis during trials conducted in Australia. Another venture, BrainGate, is developing a brain implant system that has been approved for investigational use in clinical trials. At Seattle Center for Neurotechnology, which is headquartered at the University of Washington with funding from the National Science Foundation, researchers are developing technologies aimed at giving rise to brain coprocessors. The fact that Musk is involved gives Neuralink an extra shot of fascination. His success as the CEO of SpaceX and Tesla, and his high-flying vision for merging the brain's wetware with computer hardware, have boosted interest in the medical venture. There may even be cross-promotional possibilities. One questioner asked whether Neuralink's device could be used to summon a self-driving Tesla telepathically. Definitely, Musk replied. Of course. Musk brushed off concerns that brain surgery could turn out to be trickier than rocket science or automotive manufacturing. All of your senses, your sight, hearing, feeling, pain, these are all electrical signals sent by neurons to your brain, he said. And if you can correct these signals, you can solve everything from memory loss to hearing loss, blindness, paralysis, depression, insomnia, extreme pain, seizures, anxiety, addiction, strokes, brain damage. These can all be solved with an implantable Neuralink. The neurons are like wiring, and you kind of need an electronic thing to solve an electronic problem. Musk said Neuralink's implant would work like a Fitbit in your skull with tiny wires. A surgical robot would open a coin-sized hole in the skull and insert an array of electrodes with 1,024 channels into the cortex. The electrodes would consist of thread-like wires, each about 5 microns wide, or 1/20th the width of a human hair. The robot would place those electrodes precisely enough to avoid piercing the brain's blood vessels. Neuralink's objective is to complete the implantation surgery in less than an hour, with no general anesthesia, and let the patient leave the hospital the same day. The wireless, coin-sized device would be sealed smoothly onto the surface of the skull, with medical-grade glue, and could be given a full day's charge overnight, with the kind of inductive charger commonly used today for smartwatches. Wearers could use a smartphone app and a Bluetooth connection to control the device. Musk said the current design is less obtrusive than the behind-the-ear design that was unveiled a year ago. "I could have a Neuralink right now, and you wouldn't know. Maybe I do," he joked. The device has been tested under conditions that give the developers confidence it will last for at least a year before requiring replacement.